What's up YouTube, Kristo here. I've got a video for you. A haul. It's been a really long time, at least 5 or 6 months since I've done a haul. Definitely have some thank yous as well that are well due. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I've literally gotten hundreds since my last haul video, even though it was like 5 or 6 months ago. I've gotten so many new subscribers. I really do genuinely notice when I get new subscribers. Not in kind of a vain, egotistical way, but you know, I do kind of keep track of that and try to pay attention to what kind of videos, you know, attract people and whatnot. So thank you so much for subscribing. To all my old subscribers, thank you for sticking with me. I had long patches with absolutely no content uploaded on my channel, but with my new work, my new job, I will definitely have more time to put more videos up on my channel. So yeah, thank you to everyone, all my new subscribers, old subscribers, people that are casually viewing. I appreciate all of it. I really do. So I want to do a quick scent of the day. It's probably been years since I've done a scent of the day. Maybe not that long, but a long time, and I used to do these quite a lot way back in the day. So I'm going to do one. We're in Coney Island from Bond number 9. I'm definitely not a hater of Bond number 9, but on the other hand, you know, I'm definitely not obsessed with them. I don't think they do have the greatest fragrances in the world. For what they are overpriced for the most part, even when they're heavily discounted on, you know, these gray market websites and whatnot. But Coney Island, I just can't get enough of this. I really love it. It's kind of a strange tequila gourmand fragrance. Really interesting. I really like this. I think I'm going to meet some friends at the pub tonight, so I thought that would be a good fragrance to wear out. So let's get into this haul. I already tried doing it once, and it hit the end for my memory, so I had to start it over again. So let's get into this as quickly as I can. Some of these bottles, because I haven't done a haul for so long, I might be repeating them, and I can almost guarantee I'm going to leave something out, so just bear with me. This one I definitely have left out. This is D'Orsay from Le Dandy. This is a big 200 ml bottle. I split locally. Not a big fan of this, to be honest. I thought I was going to love it. I'd actually smelled it as well. It's a boozy pineapple fragrance, and I love pineapple. I love pineapple notes. Whiskey, it's okay. I can appreciate boozy notes, but together really clashes, not for me. Okay, let's hit some Cme Des Garcons. I've got both 2 EDT Man and 2 EDP. Both of these are beautiful. I think 2 of the finest fragrances from Cme Des Garcons, and I would put this up as one of the best woody incense fragrances ever. It's just a work of art. It's amazing. This has actually, might anger a few people, but this has actually dethroned Narcisa Rodriguez for him as my signature scent. That's how much I love it. I even now have, where did I put them? Oh, they're back here. I actually now have an extra soap. I've now got 2 bars of soap, and I now have 2 packs of incense. I love it, and the sales assistant knows how much I love it. I get these kind of, I got the soap for free, I got the incense for a very good price, so I'm really happy because both of them smell amazing, especially when you combine it with 2 EDP. Okay, I'm just going to grab these and do kind of a quick free-for-all. Stick with some Cme Des Garcons. I unboxed these recently, Calamus and Tea. Calamus, still not overly impressed with it. It's just too simple, too boring, doesn't last long enough. Tea, on the other hand, wow. This is just like no other tea I have ever smelled before. It's so heavy and strong and animalic and skanky. It's just unlike any tea ever. It's so bizarre, but it's amazing. I haven't worn it out of the house, but I definitely will next chance I have. This is awesome. If you're a Cme Des Garcons fan like me, these are things you need in your collection. I already had Tar, and I've already reviewed tar, and I love it. But I picked up the other 4 to complete the series: Sky, Garage, Dry Clean, and Soda. I'm definitely going to do a video. I want to make a video where I can talk about all 5 of them, probably an overview, a line overview, but it'll be a long time coming. Okay, let's move over to the different company. I've got Rose Poivre here. Oh, I've already showed this actually, so where is it? This one, that's what I wanted to show. Okay, got the 250 ml refill canister here. I split this recently in Mark's group on Facebook. I've only got about 20 ml left, which is okay because I have, surprise, surprise, the 90 ml bottle here. This is my favorite rose fragrance at the moment. So this was the last canister they had in the shop. These are discontinued and they're very, very rare. So I wanted to keep about 50 ml, but I ended up selling a little bit more than I wanted to. But I've got like 100 and, I don't know, that's about 85 ml. So I've got like 125 ml that'll last me a long, long time. But this is really fantastic. Okay, let me put these down here. Different company, more. Yeah. I've got Sal de Vetiver from the different company, 90 ml. This was the last bottle in any size that they had, so I was really, really, really happy to get this. It's very unique for summer fragrance. It's not citrusy, at least not dominantly citrusy. It's got vetiver, salt, and geranium, which make a really, really unique combination. It's so fresh, but at the same time, it's not juicy and clean like you would expect from kind of a citrus fragrance. Actually quite dry and arid. It's just a really unique scent to wear, especially here where it's so humid. I also have, I've already shown that one, I've got Bergamot from the different company. I split this as well in Mark's group. This one went really quickly. Another refill canister. I've got about the same, probably about 30-35 ml left of this, maybe a bit less, but I'm definitely going to pick up a 90 ml bottle. This is at the moment as well my favorite niche citrus scent, so definitely loving that a lot. Very happy with the different company at the moment. One more, Jasmine de Nuit. Probably my least favorite of the ones I have, but still definitely no slouch. It actually reminds me quite a lot of Jasmine, a cigarette from État Libre d'Orange, which I sold recently on Base Notes. And I think this is a really good substitute for it. It's higher quality, there's a little bit more intricacy, and it's just not nearly as literal as just jasmine and tobacco. It's kind of a nice, spicy, woody to jasmine fragrance. Quite like it, quite interesting. Okay, let's do this. Miller Harris. Had to check, I always call it Harris Miller, or often call it Harris Miller. This is Cure de Fleur, a really nice, soft, sweet, waxy iris fragrance. I'm really into iris at the moment. This is a good one. I found it for a really good price locally. Ambrerum, I don't think I've showed this before, from HDP. I picked this up in a swap on Base Notes. And I'm going to say pretty much the same thing I've said about Petroleum from HDP. The first hour of this is awesome, and then it just gets really boring and turns into a really generic, just like nondescript, powdery base note, and it's just like, I think I got it for a good price. It was unboxed, and it was slightly used, but or what I gave for it, I should say. But yeah, just not been impressed, very impressed with HDP fragrances. They just seem to go into like this just really generic powdery base like really quickly, and it's not really the kind of thing I'm into. Monte Ginger Musk, I picked this up really cheaply on Facebook. Had it shipped to my parents' house in Canada. The person I bought it from didn't really want to ship to Indonesia, so they sent it to Canada. My mom liked it, so she came over for holiday a few months ago, and I made her like a 25 ml decant of it. Kind of surprised because it's not really the kind of fragrance she usually likes. She usually likes kind of more old lady, like Elizabeth Arden and like diamonds and things like that. So, you know, at least, you know, I got her some decent perfume to wear. Okay, a couple Bond number 9s here. I've got I Love New York for him. Again, I picked this up really cheaply on Facebook, had it shipped to my parents' house. My mom brought it over with her. It's not a really amazing fragrance, but I think I ended up getting it for like $45 or $50 shipped to my parents' house. I was like, wow, you know, for that price, for 100 ml unused, that's a good price. Nothing special. I think the only thing that kind of keeps this from being a throwaway fragrance is the geranium again. Geranium I'm kind of getting more interested in, mostly in part to the Sal de Vetiver, but it is nice in here. I wear this to bed. Definitely nothing overly groundbreaking or complex, but it's okay for the price especially. On the other hand, possibly my favorite Bond number 9 fragrance. There are 2 or 3 that I really, really love, and this is definitely one of them. This is the Andy Warhol Silver Factory. I'm so happy to have this because the Andy Warhol Foundation didn't renew their contract with Bond number 9, so Bond number 9 can no longer use Andy Warhol's images on their bottles. Which means, of course, they're going to skyrocket, especially because it's a crossover. It's niche perfume crossing over with the art world, and I'm a huge, huge fan of Andy Warhol, so I'm really happy to have this one. It's an amazing fragrance as well, so really glad to have it. Okay, the deal of the century right here. I've had beef with Strawberry Net before, but they ship worldwide for free. You know, so I do shop with them. This was a daily special where they have a fragrance heavily discounted for 24 hours. This one genuinely was. It was like $125 or $150, and with my discount I ended up paying like $115. So happy. It's interesting, this definitely does remind me of Le Male. People are correct when they compare this to Le Male Reflection, and I'm not a huge fan of Le Male, but they do remind me of each other, but this one is obviously a heck of a lot better. Okay, let's get some Serge Lutens in here. Arabi. I picked this up from a Facebook friend who is also on YouTube. I'll mention his name in a minute when I show the other one I picked up from him. Datura Noir, I picked this up from Strawberry Net, again with their, actually no, it was with the 10%, they do like a bi-monthly 10% off, or you know, once every 3 or 4 months they do 10% off fragrances. It's kind of a suntan lotiony, heavy, sweet white floral, although it is quite nice for tropical weather. And I also picked up this Roos, this is cool. Hans, thank you for hooking me up. He hooked me up with this and Arabi. But this one is great because this is one that has become a bell jar exclusive, non-export. And this is just like the best cinnamon fragrance I've ever tried, I think. It reminds me of a stick of Big Red chewing gum. If you're from North America, you'll definitely know what I mean by Big Red chewing gum. I don't know about its availability worldwide, but that's exactly what this reminded me of. It's not that I love Big Red, it's just that it's kind of like something that takes me back to my childhood, and this does smell really awesome. I think this is a really, really solid cinnamon fragrance. Fade On from Grisons. The reason I picked this up initially was because I really love the old Fade On bottles. I don't really like the new ones. I think they look cheap. I don't know, just something about them. These look so much more unique. They look like something from like kind of a 19th century apothecary, you know, in like Europe or something. And it just turns out that the fragrance is awesome. It's a very simple, very literal incense. I think it's basically just like cedar, sandalwood, and incense, and it's really beautiful. I love it. It's now called, what is it? Oliban. And like I said, I don't really like the new bottle, so I'm really, really happy to have this for numerous reasons. Okay, I reviewed this recently, so I'm not going to say much about it. Rose de Taille from Paris, Monte Carlo. I'm just going to put up a link, check it out. And, okay, 2 more niche, and then I got a couple designers. This is Homage. This is one of the holy grails for discontinued or rare niche, especially mainstream. This was either a limited edition or just did not sell very well for Teak, and now it's extremely, extremely rare. It goes for crazy prices. It's weird, it's different. The thing, apparently the reason it didn't do very well was because it doesn't smell like a Teak fragrance. Teak fragrances usually are famous for being very fresh, very clean, natural smelling, often very literal interpretations of a single or 2 notes together or something like that, and this is just nothing like that. It's really weird. It's quite avant-garde for them. Can't really say I love it nor hate it, but it's definitely an interesting fragrance, and I'm really happy to have it. This is Matrice Cure Fetiche. I am kind of in the search, in the very, very difficult search to find the ultimate leather fragrance. This definitely isn't it. I don't hate it. I've only worn it a couple times, to be fair, but it just seems to get too powdery too quickly, and powder is not something I'm looking for usually, especially in a leather fragrance. Okay, couple designers to keep my designer fans happy. Baghari from Robert Piguet. Wow, this is good. And you know what? I'll tell you, if I hadn't have just done my Aria de Capri Carthusia comparison to Chanel's number 5, I probably would have done it with this. It smells so much like it. It's kind of like a sweet, candied aldehyde fragrance. Very nice. Got an amazing price on it. One of the only bottles that I've ever repurchased in the designer world. This is an Amen rubber flask, great fragrance, immortal, and another bottle of Encre Noire. I'm never ceased to be amazed by this fragrance. I ended up paying about $25 US for this brand new in box, 100 ml, and it's just so good. It's so dark and heavy and sawdusty, and man, it's so good for the price. Amazing. I've talked about this a couple times on my channel, so I'm not really going to mention too much about it. I'll link up a video or 2 for this. This is Potion D Squared's Royal Black Flanker. It is very good. Just you know, one of the best flankers ever made, in my opinion. I think this stands up there with Dior Homme Intense, and in ways I think this is better because it's just so different from the original D Squared. Where is it? Okay, I picked this up. I got this for buying some fragrances from the local boutique. This is a solid perfume of Teak's Duson or Doson. A very soft white floral tuberose, I believe. I'm not overly familiar with solid perfumes. It's nice. It's really nice. It's a very clean, fresh, slightly sweet white flower. I think it was more for my wife because she ended up buying a wallet or something, so I think they kind of threw that in for us, but meant for her. Very quickly, some candles. I got these as a free gift, some Figure candles from Teak. They smell good. I'm not a huge fan of fig notes, but those do smell quite nice. And I forgot to throw these in before. This is Palisander. I don't think I showed this, from Cme Des Garcons, the red series. Not my favorite red, but it's good. It was a free gift thrown in with the purchase, so you know, I'm not going to complain. But this one, this is good. Carnation from red series as well. This is probably going to be my next Cme Des Garcons purchase. Carnation is beautiful. It's so good. I kind of overlooked it for a really long time, and it wasn't that I hadn't tried it. I had tried it, but just not really noticed it. And when I was in the shop the last time, I was like, wow, that's awesome. That's my next purchase. Got this. I thought this is kind of cute. I just show this quickly. This is a little teeny tiny MFK Aqua Universalis. It's so funny because the actual bottle is only this big. The cap and the sprayer are both bigger than the actual compartment for the fragrance. I haven't used it. I don't want to use it because I just love the look of it. I think it's so great, the packaging and everything. So that's pretty cool. 5 mil. Oh, I dropped one. Another MFK. This is the new fragrance. There's the men's and women's, masculine and feminine, pluriel. And supposedly there's quite a lot of hate for this online. I don't understand because I think it's a really great fragrance. Okay, got another little Teak gift set. This is like 4 or 5 little official carded samples. I'm not going to use them either because I think it looks really nice. Okay, gotta go quickly before my time runs out again. And this is cool. I asked for some blotters to take home for like spraying and testing at home. So what do they do at the boutique? But they slip 3 big huge stacks of official sealed MFK samplers in my bag. How cool is that? And that's not including the Cme Des Garcons and the other ones that I grabbed another time before that. So this is really cool. There you go. Oh wait, no, not even. I picked this up. I thought this is kind of good. This is my my Handyman Case. This is where I'm keeping all my samples and decants now. My shelf was just getting way too disorganized and everything. So especially with my son and his wandering hands. So I whacked them all in my little toolbox there. So there you go. I finally made it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think of my haul. It's been a long time. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone, and keep watching.